Hello there! This is Cinematic Gaming. In this video, I will talk about 5 things you should know before playing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, a single-player action-adventure developed by Machine Games. It is set to release on December 9th for Windows and Xbox Series XS, with the PS5 release rumored for Q1 of next year. We'll dive into the gameplay mechanics, exploring what makes this adventure tick, including combat, stealth, puzzles, progression systems, and story. I will break down everything you need to know about Indiana Jones and the Great Circle in a concise manner, so you can decide if it's for you. Timestamps below. Click the like button if you get your answers from the video, and let's begin. Story setting and key characters. Set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle places players in the role of a middle-aged Indiana Jones. However, you won't be thrust into a huge action set piece straight away. The game opens with a grounded tone, showcasing Indy as Dr. Henry Walton Jones Jr., a professor at Marshall College, something we only see glimpses of in the movies. The story begins with a break-in at Marshall College, where a priceless relic is stolen, setting Indy on a global adventure to recover it and uncover the mystery surrounding its theft. But before you start your journey, you will spend some time in the college restoring scattered artifacts to their rightful place after the break-in. You will do this by using historical clues like hieroglyphics and introducing the game's environmental puzzles. This immersive opening tutorial introduces players to Indy's iconic toolkit. The story will take players to iconic locations like the secret levels of the Vatican and Giza. Oh, I'm excited about the Vatican. Indy is joined by a colorful cast of allies throughout the journey. Gina, an Italian journalist seeking her missing sister, provides humor and charm, while Dame Nawal, a local contact in Giza, offers vital intel and side missions. The main antagonist is a rival archaeologist named Emir Voss, whose pursuit of powerful stone relics ties into a conspiracy with potentially global consequences. Immersion and a sense of adventure is the main theme of the game. Questing abandons traditional HUD elements such as static maps in favor of a more hands-on approach. Indy physically references collectible maps, which are small puzzles to find and use. His journey is accessible without pausing the game, enforcing a seamless, immersive design that encourages players to explore and observe their surroundings thoughtfully. The game rewards exploration and creativity with hidden tombs, secret passages, and treasures waiting to be discovered in Giza and the Vatican. These discoveries often tie back into the main missions, creating a sense of interconnectedness. Exploration is rewarded with hidden artifacts, unlocking skills, or providing lore. Many items discovered during exploration tie back into character-driven missions, such as those given by Nawal. No Indiana Jones adventure is complete without puzzles. Players will encounter light beam puzzles, twisting statues to match ancient drawings, and navigating dark passages with torches. While faithful to the Indiana Jones aesthetic, some puzzles, particularly light beam mechanics, may feel repetitive when encountered in quick succession. The game also incorporates environmental traps like spike pits and sand traps. A standout feature is the use of Indy's camera, allowing players to photograph clues. This not only provides hints and extra lore, but also earns adventure points, adding an investigative layer that enhances the feeling of being a true archaeologist. Stealth plays a central role in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, aligning with the tone of the films and emphasizing creative problem-solving over brute force. Indy isn't made for tanking, gunfights are punishing, making stealth the safer and more rewarding option. Levels are designed with multiple pathways, allowing players to approach challenges in various ways. For instance, in the Vatican, players can use Indy's whip to access high ledges and bypass guards entirely. Indy can blend in with enemies by wearing disguises, but guards may detect him if he performs suspicious actions. Throwing objects like bottles will create diversions to lure enemies away or pull down obstacles with the whip. Players can hide unconscious or dead bodies to maintain stealth. You can revisit checkpoints, so when you get new tools, you may return to the shadowy areas, climbable surfaces, and hidden paths to try something different. Enemies follow predictable patrol patterns, but can escalate encounters by calling reinforcements if alerted. Some guards are more vigilant than others, and they vary from standard soldiers to armored brutes, each requiring unique strategies to defeat. Stealth is interwoven with puzzle solving, such as retrieving a hidden key from a guarded area to progress. You can mix stealth and combat, as you are not restricted to either one, but if all else fails, you have your fists, gun, and Indy's whip. The combat pays homage to Indy's iconic brawling style in the movies. It emphasizes raw, visceral punches rather than polished martial arts, with exaggerated sound effects that evoke the film's pulpy charm. Pow! Punches feel impactful, with animations that vary for cinematic fluidity. Players can weaponize almost any object in the environment, from vases to fire pokers, creating humorous and memorable moments. Indy also carries a pistol with limited ammo, and it instantly blows cover, so you need to use that strategically. The whip can disarm enemies or flick weapons from their hands. However, the whip is better utilized as a tool for traversal and silently disarming enemies. Combat encounters often integrate environmental hazards and traps, pushing players to adapt. Combat sequences are fluid, with seamless transitions between actions and environmental set pieces, adding drama. But if you want to master the combat, you will need to upgrade abilities and skills, which brings us to the next point. The progression revolves around the adventure points system. Players gain adventure points through various activities, deciphering codes, solving ancient mechanisms, navigating complex environments, all yield AP, encouraging thoughtful interaction with the game world. If you find rare and valuable artifacts, you will be rewarded. The camera allows players to document key objects or events, earning AP and adding layers of exploration and lore, completing side missions, conversing with characters, and uncovering lore-rich details also contribute to AP accumulation. These adventure points are spent on unlocking and upgrading Indy's abilities, offering a tailored progression experience. Players can choose between combat-oriented upgrades, stealth enhancements. Skills like Second Wind can be upgraded over time, increasing their effectiveness and ensuring adaptability to evolving challenges. Upgrade books are also hidden across the world. These books allow further skill enhancements. As you progress more, your capabilities in combat and stealth evolve. Melee attacks become more fluid and impactful, while ranged options like the pistol use are enhanced for greater efficiency. Specialized upgrades enable disarming enemies or mastering environmental combat tactics. Players can unlock abilities to blend in seamlessly, perform silent takedowns, avoid detection, all making stealth increasingly viable in dangerous situations. Progression is also deeply tied into the game's narrative and open-world structure. Interactions with characters like Gina and Dame Noelle influence Indy's growth, offering lore, mission context, and access to specific skills. You also receive environmental rewards like fast travel, which becomes available as players unlock signposts. By the conclusion of the story, Indy reaches his full potential with access to all major abilities. However, as you explore new locations, puzzles become more complex, and enemies grow smarter and stronger, requiring adaptive strategies. If you adore the original Indiana Jones trilogy, this game is a love letter to those films. The humor, action, and puzzle solving stay true to Indy's essence, making it a must-play for fans seeking a cinematic and nostalgic experience. If you love uncovering secrets, scouring every corner of a map, and piecing together lore through optional exploration, this game is a treasure trove. Fans of games like Hitman, Uncharted, Tomb Raider will appreciate the mix of stealth, combat, and brain-teasing puzzles that reward patience and creativity. With grounded character-focused storytelling, the game offers a cinematic journey that captures Indy's charm and high-stakes adventures. The slapstick humor, panicky moments like dealing with snakes, I hate snakes, and environmental combat ensure that every encounter feels like a scene from the movies. But if you prefer intense gunfights or flashy combos, this game's focus on improvisational and environmental combat may feel too subdued. The puzzles, while faithful to the movies, rely on familiar mechanics like light beams and traps. There is no revolutionary puzzle mechanic, although you can't really revolutionize those types of puzzles, I guess, can you? The game plays more like an immersive sim. The slow exploration-focused progression and minimal guidance could frustrate those who prefer constant action or straightforward objectives. Elements like stamina and ammo conservation add depth, but may deter players who dislike managing limited resources. While third-person transitions occur during whip traversal, the primary first-person view might hinder immersion for gamers who struggle with their perspective in adventure games. Personally, I don't care about how anyone feels about that stuff. I think it sounds really cool, and I'm excited to play basically an Indiana Jones sim. These are the top things you need to know before playing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Now you can make a decision of whether you want to get the game or not. Of course, if you have Game Pass, you get it for free. Premium mode, by the way, will give you advanced access, the Order of Giants DLC, and many other goodies. Let me know your decision in the comments and subscribe to the channel if you like our videos.